I got a lot of shine.
Welcome to episode 475 of Fourth and John. I'm Gail Saunders here with the Tims. Shout out to Tim Kincaid and Tim Armstrong and Super Bowl Timberland, aka Gail Saunders. But this is the One More Day, One More Win podcast. One more day, man. It's one more day to the beloved Super Bowl, and it's in facts, it's one more win. This team actually just has to get one more win so we can just do the things we want to do as Eagle fans. That is party on Broad Street. That is, just giving your family hugs. We all know what this means to us. Anyone who's close to Philadelphia or has been in Philadelphia the last couple of days, it's been electric. Everything is green. I was at a diner yesterday, and there was 6 grandmothers that pulled up, and they're all like, "Go Birds, go Birds, go Birds!" Like it was like everybody is talking about the Eagles. Obviously, the Super Bowl is tomorrow, so today's just as a rise and shine. This is get it off your chest before the big day today, big day tomorrow. We do have a Super Bowl party at jjbootleggers.com. Tickets are very limited, so if you really want to get a ticket, just go to jjbootleggers.com, and the ticket information is right there. We will be giving away some giveaways courtesy of Bud Light. Got some T-shirts we're giving away. It's gonna be a great day. But I just thought we would just jump on and just start off the vibes right. Wake
Yes,
up
sir.
in the morning. I got my coffee. This is the Fourth and John coffee episode as well. So if you guys aren't awake, it's time to wake up. If some of you are inclined to jump on the show and you want to jump on the show, let us know. We'll send you a link. If you need to get it off your chest, this is the episode for you to do it. So if you are tuned in right now, you want to jump on and give us your take, we will listen to it because it's really about you guys this episode. Just a vibe check, man. And shout out to Tim. There's 2 Tims, but shout out to Desert Tim. How you feeling?
As I take a swig of my 100% orange juice from Sam's Club, I feel great. I feel amazing. I'm waking up with Fourth and John. Like, come on, man. I said this last night. I said, whose team is playing tomorrow? I forgot our team, our Birds, the Eagles. So everybody is going to be watching us, and then them Chiefs. That's either here or there. But I feel great, bro. The vibes are just up. I'm walking around. I'm wearing Eagle stuff, wearing Eagle shirts every day. I went to go. My daughter had cheerleading last night. I had my Let's Hunt T-shirt on with the Eagle pants and everything, bro. And I'm a sneakerhead in my hats, right? And everybody's just like, "Go Birds!" I'm like, "Yo!" Like they're like, "Yo!" I don't know what y'all say. Go Eagles! I'm like, "No, we said go Birds." They're like, "Go Birds!" They're like, "I like that." And these are moms and dads that really not into football, and they're like, "You know what? I'm cheering for you. I'm going for the Eagle. Let's go Eagles!" And I'm like, oh, "That's what's up, man." So, I feel like, bro, I feel like this is it for us, man. You know what I mean? I'm nervous, but that's just because this is the Super Bowl. It's the biggest game of the year. Like you guys said on the last show, this is Christmas for us. You know what I mean? And we're ready. Let's go, man. Let's go.
So I am trying to find things to keep my mind and self occupied, because if I sit, I just overthink and play everything over in my head and start falling down YouTube traps. Luckily, we're doing this morning. I'm going to go swing by an event today at Wheelhouse Cards. I'm going to take the kids. They're doing an awesome little kids pep rally, which I'm excited about. The kids will get to enjoy themselves a little bit. My daughter made a flyer last night. She's all, so the whole household's pumped. But
Awesome.
everywhere outside, everywhere around, obviously, I'm in the suburbs of Philadelphia, but it's Go Birds. Everybody's excited. Everybody's pumped up. The vibes are high. Everybody says the same thing. I'm confident, but I'm afraid that I'm so confident. The overconfidence and this much of a lapse makes us worried because we're so used to being underdogs fighting, which they're going for a three-peat. I'm not saying we're not dramatically, but it's 1.5 point spread. So it's a pick 'em. Vegas believes this is going to be an evenly matched game. So I am pumped. I can't even contain myself. I'm going to go do household activities just to keep my mind off it. So this day breezes by. One more sleep. Wake up tomorrow, go.
Now, shout out to all the people in the chat. Everyone's pretty excited. We got Dustin. He says, I might have to drink a lot today just so I can sleep tonight. Go Birds. All right.
Trucks.
Shout out to Lena, tailgate legend. Also, she says, I won't sleep at all. Everyone knows me.
Empanadas.
I will not be sleeping. I might have, if I'm lucky, 4 hours of sleep. I'm hoping.
Oh, you need to take some melatonin because
I need nothing to go to sleep, and I need nothing to wake up.
All right.
Shout out to Caesar. Al. He says, "Morning, fellas, go Birds." People say I'm a night owl. I'm a morning person and a night owl. Shout out to Tim Perkins in the building, who's been rocking with us all year. Had a therapy session with Perk yesterday, just talking over the Eagles. A lot of people have just hit me up, just gauging where they're at. And I think
shout out to Tim.
I think we all feel pretty. We all feel pretty good. Now I was listening to I don't like to listen to the national pundits, but I do love to talk to Brian Baldinger. So when I can listen to Brian Baldinger and he can explain to me in X's and O's and matchups, that's exactly where I feel confident. And I feel like this is the part where this is where I feel a lot of Eagle fans are at in this game. And just when you just dial it back and look at the matchups and see where the Eagles are at, you should, if you've been watching all season long, you should feel like this is a good matchup for us. And the only thing that you probably will hear is the coach and the quarterback. But go ahead.
So I like how you just brought that up. And I had to take a picture. I had to take a screenshot of this. And this is the reason why you shouldn't listen to the correspondents from like ESPN, SportsCenter, and other places like that, because they're just there to get paid. Some people like the three of us, and shout out to good morning to Primo and Evan. Couldn't be here today because they had other things to do.
We got Primo.
Oh, look at my brother, man. Look at my brother looking good in peach. Now he's in green. That's my brother, man.
Peach Prime is in the building.
What up? My bad. If Gail would have checked his phone, you know what I mean, I would have.
Bro, if you would have checked your phone yesterday, you would have.
Listen, I'm sorry, bro. When I say I am zoned in. Like, I'm just to myself. The adrenaline is going crazy. I'll text somebody like every other hour, but just like, I'm just like so focused right now, man. Like,
you got one of these?
Man, I think I probably went through like 3 of those already, bro.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I just got home. I just got home from the gym. I just text Mark and I told him like, yo, I'm over here watching these highlights in the gym and I'm hitting all PRs right now. Like, that's how amped I am. It's just crazy. My bad. I'm coming in. I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no.
Yeah, it's just wild, man. Like, I'm telling you, I have not felt like this in 17, and I'm feeling even more energy today going into tomorrow. I'm just like ready to go, man. I'm just like I feel like I'm ready to go on the field and play. And I know I say this week in and week out, but like, it's just crazy, man. Tomorrow just can't get here fast enough. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just like I'm going nuts right now. It's been a long week.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, no doubt. I was basically just saying what Gail was repeating, basically saying that he doesn't pay attention to the pundits. The other outlets, like First Take and all the ESPN and all that stuff, right? This is getting bad. And I get it. Yes, you are free to change your mind if you feel some type of way, or if you slept on a team, or you slept on things and you're like, oh, okay, it hits my mind. But check this out. So now we have, all right. Oh, sorry. So 2-6, right? On 2-6. Oh, all right, right there. Can't see it.
You just might have to read it off too.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So on 2-6, right? They said Chiefs are going to win. Now all of a sudden, the next day on the 7th, now the Birds are going to win.
I don't even want their energy, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, like if you follow this team all year and you went down to the link or you traveled, you know what type of team that we are, right? You know, you believe in your team. We made it there. We made it here this far. What should change your mind now? What should change your mind? Since somebody else is saying something, because you know, especially somebody like Dan Orlovsky, like you shouldn't listen to somebody like him. I mean, he ran out of the back of the end zone. Like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? Chase Daniel. I mean, he got mad and boohooed and cried because he couldn't start over Carson Wentz. Like, what are we talking about here, right? You know what I mean? Like, okay.
No, it's gonna. You showed the dates 2/6 and 2/7.
Yes.
If you show the dates for this podcast in like August, somewhere in August to right now, we've had the Birds going to the Super Bowl.
Thanks. Primo
It's
said,
not. It's never going. Go ahead.
This year. Primo said 14 wins this year. Primo, can you let us know what our record is?
Yeah, it's 14-3. You know what I mean? And then here we going, rerunning it, and now we're in the big game. I mean, they're never going to give us our respect. They still don't. And then I go back to why I say, my bad, Gail. I didn't check my phone all day yesterday. Like, I'm tired. I'm tired of seeing the reports coming in. I'm tired of seeing some of the media on all social medias. You know, I'm focused on what the three of us. Tim, welcome to the show, man. I'm glad to see you here, bro. You know, the four with Evan, what we talked in the very beginning of the season, man, we just knew what this team was all about, and we try to express it as much as possible. The four of us should have been on that platform trying to tell this fan base, trying to tell this league fan base what we were all about. But, you know, like Tim, I know I caught that as soon as I logged in, was they're getting paid to talk all that dumb shit. They need to start paying some of us because, you know, we know the confidence. We know what this team is all about. But I'm glad some people, you know what I mean, actually took the initiative to listen to us. And here the proof is in the pudding, man. We're in the big game. And, come tomorrow when that clock hits zero, we're going to be the ones with the, you know, green confetti and enjoying this shit, man. And I'm going to say it all along, man. Like, I'm going to throw both my middle fingers up in the air. Like, this is to all y'all haters out there. All of y'all.
They get paid for hot takes. I mean, we know that. We watch it, so everybody avoids it. If you're a diehard fan, either of the Eagles or the Chiefs, you're not paying attention to that because you're locked in on your team. But that being said, some of the things I have been catching on social media, and I think the algorithm's correcting itself, so I'm very happy, is a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm enjoying that. All the media days with the players and all that stuff. I've really enjoyed that because you see the chemistry that our team has. And they are on a different level of mesh right now. They laugh and having a good time, no animosity, dropping off gifts to each other. Anybody see that? CJ?
That's CJ
dropping
DJ,
off the high school. That was cool.
That was dope.
You know what I mean? So that's where they're at right now. And I haven't seen a lot of Chief stuff where they're calm, cool, and collected. I think the three-peat's a little heavy. I think it's weighing on them.
I just, when you start looking at things that are weird, you know, obviously it is Saquon Barkley's birthday tomorrow. He's had one of the most electric seasons that we've seen from an Eagle player ever. Only been here 1 year. Like, we don't care about the rushing record. We don't care about offensive player of the year, just like Saquon does. He cares about the Super Bowl. And but there's so many, you know. It's also Cooper DeJean's birthday tomorrow. Justin says birthdays tomorrow for Coop and Saquon. 26 plus 33 equals
That's crazy. That's
59. Crazy. My brother's a big numbers guy. You're talking to my brother. He all about the numbers. You want to talk numbers? My brother was probably like, you know, he's got the the music playing in the background, mysterious music. Like, there's a lot of things that are adding up.
Yeah. I will. It's crazy. We were all in New Orleans, right? And we went on the Mardi Gras parade float museum, and I had some cake with my daughter, and I have the baby, the little green baby. I have it, and I'm going to put that in my little Eagles glove, and I've been doing that Been doing that since the New Orleans game. And I'm not going to say nothing to jinx it. I'm just saying I have that little baby in there. But it's that, bro. And I just have so much like belief in this team and the matchups. Like the matchups, like, when Gail's talking about his math ain't mathing me, but right here, the matchups are matching. The matchups are matching. Like what I'm saying right here is basically saying like this. Okay, quarterback, you're going to give it to the Chiefs, right? You're going to give it to Pat Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Running back, offensive player of the year, right? Wide receiver, who you going with?
Birds.
I'm going with Arvis.
Okay. Tight end, who you going with? Obviously, you're probably going to go with Travis, right? O-line, who you going with?
Birds.
You got the best
D-line, who
O-line
you
in the
going
league,
with?
man.
D-line, who you going with?
Number one defense in the league, bro.
Okay. Linebackers, who you going with?
Got my boy ZB all day.
Okay. All right. Hold on. All right. DBs and safeties, who you going with?
I see that being an even matchup.
Nope.
Really?
No.
No?
Really?
No.
Okay.
I see
No.
ones and twos not matching as a whole unit. Eagles.
Yeah.
You start matching up twos versus twos. You know what I mean? Free safety versus there could be some more evenly matched situations.
We got two sticky corners on the outside. Cooper's been phenomenal. They all tackle well. I just think. But that's just me. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Let me enlighten a little bit more.
I was trying to finish it.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Go ahead. Tell me. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I'm trying to go matchups here, and I just want to get it from you guys because you guys have said your opinions, and I, like I said, I respect it. I'm not saying like, oh, you should pick the Eagles, but what I'm saying is the matchup advantage, man. It's on the Birds side. We are the better roster, man. Like I know people are talking about Spags, and if we want to go coaching, if you want to go coaching for coaching, we can give it to Spags. You can give it Andy for preparation, especially when it comes to offense and adjustments and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, though, man, talent, communication, believing in each other, it's all right there. It's all in front of you. If they just put it together, climb this mountain, don't let go, bro. This is. And another thing, in New Orleans, there's usually blowouts in the Super Bowl in New Orleans, at least by 2 scores. So I just want to lay that out there to say this: believe in your team, believe in the Birds, man, believe in the Birds.
The only thing I did see was there's been 7 double score comebacks in Super Bowl history.
Mm-hmm.
3 of them are by Mahomes. So I'm okay with it being evenly matched throughout the game because you don't want to take your foot off the gas. You want to keep going. I don't want Washington Commanders possibility. You know what I mean? Where something could happen. You start playing a little. I'm okay with an even match, back and forth. And then like Saquon gets hot in the third, hits him in the mouth.
Yeah.
Somebody gets something, and then we pull away, just like we did in the LA Rams game. I would like to see that.
Talk about. I'm again like. I love football. I love the game of football. I love. I'll never discredit an opponent just to like build up my own team. I know what I've seen from Mahomes. I know when he came out and he was drafted higher than a lot of people thought he would. The arm talent was there. He had all the moxie. He took the league by storm. There's a reason why they won so many Super Bowls they have over the last couple of years. It's just facts. The fact that the way they've been winning has been, when you talk about like these, the Patriots, they're coming back from the 23s, it just adds to their dynasty. Like they have a no quit mentality. It's also with the coach. It's also with and we're talking about a former Eagles coach. So it's like we've seen his maturation as a coach. When he got it together and got his quarterback, they won Super Bowls. But look at some of the games that they've won, and everyone goes down to like the close score games, with the Chiefs.
Block field goals, things
Yeah.
that happen in the last second. They squeak by. I saw a breakdown video the other day where it showed. Now we can go the same way. We could have one loss if we have 2 receptions. You know what I mean? That could go that way. But somebody broke down the Chiefs of how much they've squeaked by in some of these games. It's not
Wow.
Yeah.
it's not
I mean,
the Chiefs of old where they
Yeah.
were just
Well,
Here.
one second, bro. I was going to go in 2022 when they won in the playoffs. They beat the Jags 27-20. AFC Championship game versus the Bengals 23-20. They beat the Eagles 38-35 in 2023. They beat the Dolphins easily 26-7. Divisional round versus the Bills 27-24. Against the Ravens in the AFC Championship 17-10. They won the Super Bowl 25-22 in overtime. 2024, 23-14 versus the Texans, 32-29 versus the Bills in the AFC Championship. And now here we are.
Yeah. And that's just it. I guess, you can say what you want to say is good football teams find a way to win, but they're squeaking by. And if you do you check all your boxes, like Jalen says, check all your boxes and you do what you do and you take care of the football, you got this in the bag.
Yeah, I was thinking about games this season that were, which was it the Jags game where we put together a 9-minute, it was like a
10-minute plus.
10-minute.
10-minute plus
Those
drive.
Jaguars here.
That's if we get anywhere close to one of those drives, that would be phenomenal.
Backbreaking.
What's going to be also backbreaking is, I think, Dallas Goedert. If I'm going to speak things into existence, the Chiefs have given up the most yards to opposing tight ends in the league, and we have Dallas Goedert.
And Cal Kazera.
And we have Dallas Goedert, the X factor. We've been talking about Evan's son for a while, but this is where Dallas Goedert makes that money.
Yeah.
Not in a money way, but I went back and watched the old. Shout out to Mal Davis. We went back and watched an old draft video of ours, and we talked about why we should draft this tight end from South Dakota State. We were calling him Dallas Goedert, not Goddard. That's how. But it was just, and now we're here. Now we're here in the Super Bowl, and the fact that Dallas Goedert could be the main reason on offense we win. I'm pretty like this could be his moment tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that one bit. I mean, you look, it's going to be the ancillary guys that you don't hear a lot from that are going to have to step up, but they've done it all year. To everybody's point throughout the season, there's always been a game where somebody shows up who is unexpected. You get a Jahan Dotson on the sidelines on 3rd and long to extend the drive. You get these plays that sneak in there where you need these ancillary, whether or not you're Devontae's, AJ's, those guys, the second level guys to step up. They've continuously done it all year. I don't think that's going to stop this game. And the same thing on defense. These guys who might not be Jalen Carter because they're going to double team, even triple team at times. These other guys are going to pop in and they're going to make differences in the game. And like everybody's been saying all year, we're in the Super Bowl right now. One win away.
I feel like there's going to be a surprise turnover because these guys are going to have a great game plan to stop what they call Mahomes' little trickery plays. You go back to that 23 season, we don't have the linebackers that we have right now. That's for damn sure. ZB is playing outstanding. I mean, like, he came in, he definitely surprised the shit out of me. Tim, I know that was your man from day one, right? That was your man from day one. And, and I go back to the time that he had his little signing night. I literally went up to that man and I apologized to him, man to man, like, yo, I doubted you. And you definitely, got me convinced as you being one of the best linebackers right now in the league. I see that happening early too. That's going to give me that Patrick Robinson feeling from that NFC Championship game when that interception happened and it changed the outcome of that game. So that's why I'm calling it. These guys are going to surprise the shit out of the world tomorrow by giving an ass beating to these Chiefs that nobody saw coming.
You feel special teams or more on defense? Where do you
I
think it's
feel
going to come
more.
from?
I feel more on defense. I go back to somebody's comment earlier. These guys are playing like a family. When's the last time we see these boys play like that, act like that, be like that? A family. That's the only thing that I've been watching is a little bit of media day, how these guys are interacting and what they're doing. Bro, I'm loving the chemistry. I'm just so loving the chemistry. These boys are ready to go to war for each other, and that
Right.
day's gonna come tomorrow. I can't wait.
And that's Blitz Hunter says the media days have shown all the players are really one family. I was watching the Chauncey Gardner Johnson video, but the Eagles he dropped today.
Yeah.
I think he adds this element. I call him the Joker. I mean, I never shared the meme, but and for me personally, he's the Joker. You throw him out there. He's the wild card, man. Like you never know what you're gonna get from him, but you always know you're gonna get that kind of energy or that little, something is off. But like that's how I like my Eagle fans too. I could tell if you're a diehard or not just by that little look in your eye. And he's got the look in your eye, look in his eye. He's got the killer instinct, and I think it plays well off of the Cooper DeJeans and the Reed Blanketships. They're like they're the they're just and then I think Quinyon is like silent assassin. He don't say much. He doesn't nothing phases him. And then you have the personality of Slay, who's super outgoing, but also behind the scenes, what people a lot of fans don't see is his leadership and ability to get these guys, young cornerbacks, mentored up, bro. Like it's all everything has had its perfect place this season.
But I want you to know that your son is one of the biggest trash talkers on the field. And I love it. And you guys don't see that a lot on the TV. That's for damn sure. But me being there in person watching him on the field, when the play's done, he's in that person's face. You know what I mean? Now, on TV, interviews and all that stuff,
You don't say nothing.
is very quiet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's always the quiet ones that speak the
And I
loudest,
love
man.
how he does the walk away where he's still talking, looking this way.
Yeah.
So the camera's not doing it, but he is dead talking to the guy next to him.
Well, I'm gonna put it like this: when we went to Senior Bowl, he was calling out cats on the field, he just turns into a different animal. Like we see it firsthand when we first seen him. We were like, I was like, Gail, is he talking to Roman Wilson like that? And Roman Wilson had a pass. He caught it, but it was like a hard catch. Like he had to earn that catch. So yeah, Quinyon is a different animal. He turns into somebody else when he steps on that field.
And then even a guy like Warren Burks stepping in for Nakobe Dean. Like, haven't missed a beat for the most part. I mean, he hasn't been a standout as Nakobe was towards before he got injured, but he's still filling his position. Like all these guys are gelling, and you could tell to Prime's point, it's just come on in, let's go. Fill that spot.
Yeah.
Let's run it.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know who got to be feeling sick to their stomach? There's two guys that got to be feeling sick to their stomach. Devin White, you got to be feeling sick to your stomach right now. If you would have just shut up, you would have had an opportunity here. The next one is Devontae Parker. Oh, bro, you retired way too early.
You dumbass. Like, bro, my thing is, as soon as Devontae Parker had his press conference, what was the first thing I said on the
He
show?
looked like a janitor.
Besides that, I said he don't look like he wants to even be here.
Right.
And it's a thing where, I mean, I'm pretty good at reading people's energy, but like you could tell he didn't want to be here. And the fact that Devin White wasn't here, there's a good thing he's not here, because that's a me mentality. It's a we thing here, and you see it.
It's so crazy that I completely forgot about Devontae Parker.
Really?
That
was this year.
That's wild that y'all got me thinking about that shit.
I
forgot about that.
I go leave front. So last night I was laying in bed. Like I said, bro, I'm so pumped. Like my wife is like, "What do you just watch?" I've been watching like highlights. I've been going through week 1 to like now. I just been watching highlights. My wife's like, what are you doing? You just gonna watch? I'm like, bro, like, babe, like, you understand, like, when you go to these games, you are a part of this. You're watching history. You're a part of this. So, like, I remember the LA game. We had it was a bittersweet LA trip, right? For the three of us. You know what I mean? It's because Gail lost his pops, but we had some great times. And I'm like, yeah, I remember this. Oh yeah, I remember this. And I think it was AJ. I think AJ ran up to Saquon and then they started doing a little TikTok dance. I was like, okay, this team is together. This team is really, really together. Like, you got Black Jesus and Megatron, or Septicon dancing. Like, you got these two big ass black dudes dancing. Like, this is like two. What's my man's name? The one white chicks. Like, that's a big ass robot. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, yo, that's what's up, man. Like, I don't know. Like, I just pumped, bro. I'm just pumped.
Nah, it's just a lot of good moments.
That's just how it is. I mean, shit. Just last week on the send off, I was there with Tim. I'm sorry. I want to have to nickname you T2 because now we got both Tims on here. But
I said Tim A. Tim A works. Tim A works.
Tim.
I said,
Kincaid, bro.
Hey,
I know Gail was there, and Gail was all the way in the front. You know, what I mean, he was too bougie to stand with us. But we were chilling, and when they were playing those highlights from Green Bay on, even my wife was telling me to calm down. Like, would you calm down? I couldn't calm down. I had little man on my shoulders, and I was just getting amped up, pacing back and forth. I didn't know if you saw me doing it, Tim, but I was just like going back and forth.
I did.
And then I was screaming, and I'm like, "Let's go!" And
when your son got on your shoulders, man, I thought he was all over the place. That was moving a little too much.
That kid, get my nephew head trauma.
Yeah. And then again, man, being at the gym this morning and watching the highlights, and I'm like, "Yo, this is." I'm clapping it up in there. People are looking at me. They know I'm at, man. They know I'm at. But it's the adrenaline is crazy, bro. I just really don't know how to explain it.
I go back to that being in New Orleans that week. Obviously, we had a great time. We were all down there. Tim, Kincaid, Prime, and Evan, and a lot of my family came down there. Amanda came down there. My cousin Kiki, you see her in the chat. My cousin Charles. It was like a big family affair, and it was a great atmosphere. First of all, but just during that game, just being, I mean, it was a rough patch. I know we iced our own kicker. Sirianni was doing stuff, but the will to win. That was the first time that I saw say, well, I mean, and I was telling someone, I was like, I don't know why I was crying in a regular season game, but I was so amped that Saquon put it on his back. He said, yeah, I'm going to put the team on my back. Dallas Goedert had that catch. It was like you could see the will to win. And it was contagious. So I felt like, I'm like, this is what this team's capable of. But that was the first moment where I was like, Saquon is just built different, and it's been a glorious ride since.
Thank you, Giants. Thank you.
How stupid could you feel if you're Joe Shane? And he still got his job.
I'm surprised he still has a
thank
job,
you.
Man.
I thank you. I mean, me and Primo were talking about it when we were watching the what is that? What HBO series? Hard Knocks. Yeah. When we watched that I laughed the entire time. I was dying laughing. I mean,
comedy show.
Yeah, straight comedy show. Straight up to like, oh well, I don't want to tag you. I don't want to do this all over again. And then him calling Saquon. They were like, that people were really mad at him because the Giants fans were mad at him because he didn't show no enthusiasm as he's talking to a GM. Like, no, he's tired of this. He's tired of this shit, bro. Like, he literally said 2 years in a row he wants to be a Giant. And then you already know where I want to be. You know what I mean? It's like, it's just nuts, bro. I
laugh at that one. No, I'm saying I laugh at the one episode where the young boy that was sitting next to the GM was trying to tell him, like, yes. Are you sure nobody's going to go ahead?
I'm hiring that kid. I'm hiring that kid.
Should have been hired. That guy.
You mean the black dude? in there?
Yeah,
No.
that guy.
He was
No.
sitting
It
in
was
front of the
the
computer.
young
He was
boy.
sitting. He was sitting in front of the desk.
He
It was the white
sitting
dude,
right in
wasn't it?
front of the
Yep.
desk.
He's
trying
like,
to,
"Are we
are you sure?
Yeah.
Like
He
that
said,
one.
"Wait,"
You know what?
and his
You
face.
are now the new GM because I should have listened to you instead of
Yeah.
his
Firing that
ass.
kid.
Face though. His face. He said, "Are you sure?" Like.
He looked over at him like, "Are we really having this conversation about Saquon Barkley?" He looked at him like, "Yo, what are we talking about?"
But icing on the cake was when John Mara came in there and said, "He's our guy. He's the best. He's a high top selling jersey. He's such a nice guy. He's a great kid." And then boom, I won't be able to sleep at night. He goes up the street to Philadelphia.
Yeah, the way he walked down the hallway, I was like, "This sad old sack."
What was that?
Sack of
Hello,
bones.
hello. What is it? Hello.
Hello,
How that song go?
my
Hello.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knew it.
Come to meet again.
Oh man, that was hilarious, bro.
So we have Nancy says, if we stay focused and play, we got this. Just the refs got me shaky. They need to let them play. Stop protecting them homes. The good thing about over the last week, the fact that they're, on this PR, NFL's on this PR kick of like, about everyone's watching, it's on blast. So that's a good thing. Also, the field. Now, as much as people might not, they all had to play on the same field, but like, we're talking about the Super Bowl, guys, not like no preseason game. I had never seen a worse field in a long time. I'm talking about it's like we were playing in the Snow Bowl with no snow. Like the fact that players are slipping in the Super Bowl. This is the biggest game of the NFL season. There's no reason why a field should have any slippage. Like, again, I was at the Brazil game, which was a soccer stadium. We had slippage. And you're like, guys, get it right. Like, it's not that, like, how hard can it be? Get the feel right. We have a surface that, they should be playing fast on.
But I feel like Brazil, which doesn't even have an NFL game played on it, was cleaner than the 22. Like, that was sad. That really was. And that's not an excuse or anything like that. But when you see it consistently happening, it's rough to watch.
Oh, I mean, you saw synchronized slippage.
Yeah.
Like, this is ice capades.
That's a nice word usage. Synchronized.
It is a
slippage.
nice word usage.
You like
I gotta
that?
give it to you. Yeah, that's a nice word usage. Yeah.
You gotta watch what you say, Tim. You can't be telling him stuff like that because that head just keeps bigger and bigger. That's why you see those hats are getting tighter and tighter.
Timberland.
Hey,
Super Bowl Timberland.
I was gonna break out my new hat, Prime.
That's nice.
Oh, I like that. Let me see that patchwork. How the patchwork?
Don't make my head get bigger. Okay, play.
And I didn't get a phone call like, "Yo, Tim." All right, that's
See?
what's up.
Damn, that thing is tight. I like that.
Yeah, I like that. Didn't even get a phone call.
Yeah.
Usually I
right.
get a phone call.
This
All right.
guy.
Ain't getting it now.
Yeah, ain't getting it now.
He knows a guy.
He finally gets his son to sign a helmet for him after not paying child support. And he asking me for a hat.
Hey, listen, man, that child support bill, bro. I don't know if I can get on this month, man. I got
It'll be covered in the off season.
yeah, I got it.
Jason says, I'm trying to stay hopeful that our offense coordinator can dial up plays to contain the trips. Pressure, Spags is about to show us. Hurst is the worst QB while under pressure. But I think we saw Hurts against the Spags defense in the Super Bowl. And he won. I mean, he didn't win, but I say he had a
Played his ass off.
Fantastic game. We did see Hurts versus KC last year. Also won. He won that game. I just think the game plan has to be tight, and then again it goes back to. I really think it goes back to Goddard. Like when all else fails, and we still got the man beaters type situations on the outside with whoever you want to go to, but then like if you're not like if the numbers are numbering, you could always check to a Saquon Barkley run, which is like there's so many options for him to like figure this thing out. Like,
I think he still has some stuff in his bag, to be honest, because as the playoffs went on, you saw some small wrinkles and things happening that I wasn't ready for. I wasn't ready for a Goddard jet sweep. You know what I mean? When they ran that, I said, what what just happened right there? And he got a nice chunk. I still think he's been, because of how dominant Saquon in the offensive line has been, he's been able to stay consistent, even with them watching film, to what the game plan's been. I think Kellen Moore's going to still have some stuff in the bag that he's going to pull out and catch some people off guard.
If you go back to Dallas Goedert's game in college, he runs run this version of like a Philly special. It's like, you could call it the Goddard special. I would if you check it out, it's out there on YouTube, but like I would implement that play into our package.
Primo, I have a question for you, man. Do you feel we all know that Kellen will shoot, my Jordan 5s are about to be released, and I gotta make sure I get notified.
Multitasking, I like it.
Yeah, I almost how to multitask. You know what I mean? But Primo, I got a question for you. When we're going through the same situation that we did in 22, right? We're going to lose Kellen Moore. Does that concern you? I mean, he's already in the facility, and this is like the same scenario that we went through in 22. You're already in the facility. You're looking around. You're like, "Ooh, okay, all right, man. You know what? Maybe I can change this around over here. I'll put my quarterback room over here, and you know what I mean. Like it's like you are prorating your rent, and you already getting ready to stay. You about to move in. Does that concern you? Because you already know my issue with this. I've already stated this on my Get Off My Chest about interviewing coaches and I, you know what I mean. Like how do you feel about that?
I'm not worried about it at all. Kellen Moore is a totally different person. I mean, like, yeah, I'm happy for him. He definitely earned the opportunity. He's having fun. He loves these boys. You know, he's got a great relationship going on with them. You know, he's about to go into the big game, and yeah, I know he's doing it in the stadium that he will be the head coach for next season. But I'm not worried about it at all. I think he's taking a different perspective with him, different approach. He's gonna ball his ass out tomorrow with plays, and you know, I mean, he's gonna go ahead and shine for the city to let them know, hey, look, what I'm bringing, you know what I mean, next season and on. So no, if you're asking me the question, am I worried? Not at all. I think that he's gonna bring all the tricks out tomorrow and have fun.
Okay.
Now, because my thing is, like, what do you think the sell was to Kellen Moore to get him here? Like when they brought him here, like, this is the reason why you coach for the Eagles, because in a year or two you have an opportunity at a head coaching gig. You know what I'm saying? So this is why it's a destination place for the next young GMs, the next head coaches. If you're a position coach, this is where you come. And this is it all trickles down even to the players, that they know that this is a stomping ground for leveling up. The Mekhi Bectons, Saquon Barkley's, the Chauncey Gardner-Johnsons. This is why, as a free agent, you come here and you make your money. The Zach Bawns of the world. Zach Baun is a story to any player that is out there, that, hey, you come here, you have the ability to be on a stage that you weren't before.
Right.
And I'm shocked that Kellen Moore is possibly going to New Orleans, because the big thing that jumps out at me, they are negative $51 million in cap space next season.
Right.
You're putting yourself
and no
in a
franchise quarterback
situation. Either. That's a rough gig to walk into, unless he feels that he can. But I think he's locked in. Like, even to your point, even though he's in the stadium and he's doing all that stuff,
right?
I haven't heard of additional interviews, and there hasn't been heavy media day questions. Or if there was, he just told him he wasn't answering them. He just ignored them completely.
Yeah. I just, for me, I just have an issue with that. I maybe it's because we've been burnt like this before with Gannon, and Gannon was just, you know, like a little goofball, like a kid in a candy store, like, oh, I'm finally a head coach. Like, That drove me nuts. And like just seeing him, like living in Arizona, seeing him on billboards, I get pissed off every time I look at his face.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna even front. I just can't because like his game planning, it just sucked. It sucked.
Well, I mean, I just regardless of what, like any type of coach who gets the opportunity to be a head coach, that's his end game. You know, like so every coach is going to take that opportunity whether you like it or not. But I think the difference between Jonathan Gannon, the Jonathan Gannons had to happen because of the Fangios. Like they wanted Fangio, you know, like that whole time they wanted Fangio. That I remember when Hollis was the first person that told us that Fangio was on the field and being addressed to as coach. Like that was the plan. So Gannon was actually the backup plan. But I think now that we have Gannon and now we have a defensive coordinator who actually knows how to adjust, I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. Like
I'm glad you mentioned it. I'm glad you mentioned that because that's something that was left out. The fact that Fangio was in the building, Gannon wasn't feeling too thrilled about that. You know, I mean, that was definitely getting under his skin. And you know, I take an offensive coordinator approach different from a defensive coordinator, especially when it's coming, down to a head coaching job. So that's why, my fear about this whole situation is nowhere near. I'm not worried at all.
Jason says, although our defense is young, they collectively have been in some major games in college. Hope it helps them dial down the moment. Yeah, you talk about those SEC games, those natties. A lot of those dudes have had some good experience. I think Jalen Carter, game of his lifetime tomorrow. I mean,
I agree.
Look at the numbers, dog. In the playoffs, Jalen Carter has 2 sacks, 5 QB hits, 2 tackles for losses, 3 pass breakups, and a forced fumble. And he definitely closed out that Rams game.
And that's in the playoffs. That's nuts.
These Georgia Bulldogs,
4 sacks. Yeah. You know what I mean?
These Georgia Bulldogs have stepped up in the postseason. So it's just you gotta give credit where credit's due. Howie Roseman, you did a great job with this draft class. The last two draft classes, like it's been amazing, man. And just to see the young movement on this defense, it just makes you feel like, damn, like I can't like, and that's what I was saying basically, and some other people have been saying it too about, Eagles potentially having a dynasty here. You know what I mean? Especially on the defensive side, like you got to give it to him, man. Got to give it to Howie, man.
And it's also with the players that are stepping away. You know what I mean? Like Lane Johnson locking in, saying, "I'm here one more year." He's here one more year, so you have him locked in. But that is able to give all of your staff time to prep and find the next person, or similar to what Kelsey did with Juergens. Hey, who do you think would slide into this offensive line and be a team player and give input to keep that family mentality rolling for years to come?
But think about it. Juergens, Jalen Carter, just a year after releasing, moving on from Fletcher Cox and Jason Kelsey, who would have thought? I mean, we all thought Jalen Carter was a menace. We did think he would get here, but the Cam Juergens, a self-picked player from Kelsey, that even makes it, the very feels like Obi-Wan and picking the next Jedi. I feel like he picked his dude, and he's like, he's the next. And Cam Juergens, mullet and all, I feel like he is the perfect. You know what I mean? Like he's got a nickname. He's like. He sells beef jerky.
He got his own jerky brand, Jerky.
We met his family. His mom was cooler than shit.
His
like
haircut.
Everything is cool,
bro.
Everything.
He's business up front and then party in the back. Like how can you go against that, bro? And got a mullet.
Yeah, and then listening to him speak after NFC Championship game told me everything I needed to know about what the city has meant to him, what the fan base has meant to him, and what like the program that Philadelphia has built like into like it's just kind of like you're starting to move in parts and move parts out, but they all fit. Like they know what they're doing. Shout out to Mr. Cross. Says, "There's nothing better waking up to a 4th and Drawn podcast. Go
Appreciate
Birds.
that.
This is the wake and make good positive energy." Trying to be
I did have some points I wanted to talk about. I guess we can get to the game planning. Yeah, if that's cool,
bro. This is an open forum today.
All right.
There's no script. This is the 2-minute drill.
Gotcha. So 2-minute drill right here.
We just firing off, man.
Right.
You know.
All right, so 2-minute drill here. Then this is what I want to do. So we're going to talk about some game plans and see if we can all agree on it. So for one, on offense, I want to see a lot of hurry up offense. Keeping that defense tired. Burning a timeout on the Chiefs side. And also containing Pat Mahomes. Ball security, playing 4 quarters of football and for one another, taking advantage of the mismatches that we were talking about, bringing pressure and keeping Pat Mahomes in the pocket. And then also, I think we got a pigeon here. What Juwan is it? Juwan Johnson,
Juwan Taylor.
I'm sorry. So Juwan Taylor. He lines up incorrectly a lot. So I hope that Nick is keeps his head in the game and points that out. So those are like my points of the game. And I think their secret weapon is going to be Noah Gray, the other tight end.
Yeah, he's been. I mean, those two have been. Their tight ends have been pretty productive when you look at their wide receivers. And then in the playoffs, no play is really over 10 yards. So,
right.
You know, it's a dink and duck machine. But shout out to Lane. I saw that. Want to miss your question, but she's like, y'all ain't worried about Elliott at all. I think it's weird that we're here and like thinking about Jake Elliott as I mean, we've already seen it this season, but I'm just saying in the totality of his season, his career, he's been like lights out. But you know, we made the graphic for a reason. Make him Jake. This goes back to a moment where this kind of like propelled his career. This is how he made himself some money, is making big kicks, and that was against the Giants. So we've seen him win. Prime, we've seen him win softball home run derby championships. Every guy in the locker room has told you that he's whooped their ass in anything from ping pong to
bowling, golf. Yep.
He's very competitive. Very competitive guy. So for him to like actually, we see him at the games. I see him come out, his routine. We know his routine. Like he's the first guy out there trying to, you know, dial in, visualize his kicks. He's got a routine. Then he goes out. Then Prime, we see him visualize. You see him go out there and do like these. There's no ball. He's got a whole routine.
Yep. So even on timeouts, he runs off to the sideline to go right under the net and, you know, still keep it warm. Yep, he has his routine that, you know, I mean, nothing's changed. Just slightly different things, you know what I mean, with the kickoff and all that stuff. And I mentioned that way early in the season. Let that man just be. You know, don't change the routine that, you know, he's already accustomed to, and he needs to be kicking off tomorrow. The whole game. He needs to be kicking off.
I mean, at least we do not have because like, regardless of whatever you're worried about, whatever, the man kicked some really nice kicks in the snow, and helped us win that game. So I am just going to leave it up to the football gods and say Elliott is going to make him Jake.
And so to answer your question, sis, Elliott's going to be all right. Elliott will be fine. So no, I'm not worried. It's my boy.
And we're undefeated this postseason. If he misses a kick, so let's just look at it that way. We haven't lost.
No pressure.
BO 1990 says statistically, Hurts is actually one of the best with the blitz.
Yeah.
There's just I don't know, man. I don't. The whole thing is like people are like, oh, you Eagle fans are too confident. How many times have you heard that this week?
Oh man,
A lot, actually.
all
A lot.
week, all
Have-
week.
Is anybody used to feeling like that though? It feels a little odd. And sometimes when I think about it too much, when I get inside my head, it's like I'm extremely confident, but I'm not used to that.
Now,
Like
now-
it
now,
feels.
Tim, tell us about the conversation you had with your mailman yesterday.
He said the same exact thing. Me and my mailman, Mark, love him to death, always talk sports when he comes by. I had to stop mid conversation with Gail to run out and say what's up. And he said the same exact thing. He said, I am excited, confident. He's been confident the whole postseason, but he said the exact same thing. He said, I'm afraid that I'm overly confident. It's just something that we're not used to. You know what I mean? It's always Philly against everybody. But now you got a lot of people, fans of other teams, saying, we think you got it. And it just feels a bit odd. But I'm confident. I am.
Well, I'll go around the room. How did you guys feel the time of the one in 2017 season? Did you go
I
into
was
that Super Bowl?
confident. I was mad confident, and then and I'm gonna throw out my lifesaver. The reason why I was confident is because this guy below me over here, well, that guy got me through the playoffs. And that's where I trust and believed, and I said, damn, like yeah, he like Primo, bro. It's like kind of emotional, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like, all right, so playoff start, NFC Championship. We're hanging out. We bump into Elijah Qualls, hanging out all day. We walk to tailgate, hanging out. Primo goes, yo, I got something. I'm like, what you mean? He's like, I don't show nobody this, but I got something. Shows me a video, and I was like, and it was like he can tell the future, bro. He was like, we're gonna win. I was like, nah, bro. Like, nah, I'm not going off like that. I'm not gonna say what he did, but I'm just gonna say
Who's
this:
this?
like, Primo
Oh,
did
Primo.
this. Yeah,
Show you.
Primo did this.
I mean, you can say because I was going to eventually say I was going to end up going.
No, go ahead, Dington. Go ahead.
No, I mean, like you asked the question, the confidence level. Like, yeah, this confidence level this year is way higher than it was in 17. And I mean, just pretty much bouncing off of what Tim just said. Like, yeah, that was the year we all met. We got so close and we hanged out. And I was so confident that NFC Championship game and that run, even when Carson went down, like I was confident that we were going to be all right. Yeah, everybody, including myself, did slightly get worried on that Oakland Raiders game, you know what I mean, where he looked like shit, we played like shit, but we got that one out the way, and then we went on that great run right into the playoffs, and Nick Foles, pause, but grew a couple more inches, and the shit just ended up going even, why? Like he was slinging that thing all over the field, and it was just like, yo, whatever got into that man. However many blue pills he took, I'm all for it. Like,
yo, you a wild bull, yo. You a wild bull.
BDN.
So I showed Tim was that I was playing, like, this is a little weird this week, but look, I was playing single week. Every single week I was playing a Madden game, keeping up with the team, and pretty much ended up with a slightly same record. And don't you know, Carson got hurt in the game, and I'm like, yo. This isn't something that I made. This is just something that happened in the game. So Carson got hurt. Nick Foles came in. And what I showed Tim was I won the Super Bowl. I ended up playing those couple games before it happened. I won the Super Bowl, and the person at the podium was Nick Foles. And I showed him that, and I was like, yo, this is going to be the outcome. Like, this is it. This is what's
I looked at him
happen.
like he was crazy.
This is what's going to happen. And then
I forget which game it was, Brian, but you did the same thing this year. Favorite game is you called out defensive turnover. We ended up getting 2. I was just like, oh, you're like, I had a dream about it. I'm like, okay. I was like, all right.
So yes, man. When I say that the confidence level, and that's why I see. I'm not even going to tell y'all what I dreamed last night. I'm gonna keep that one in the chamber when this thing is done and over.
Hopefully it's
But-
PG rated.
Oh, it's definitely PG. It's definitely PG. But
Yeah, it'll be
It's
like
about Nick Foles. Pause.
it'll be like it'll be like Optimus Prime, like running through a field.
bro, all I'm just telling you is, you know what I mean, like don't be surprised. Don't be surprised at that outcome tomorrow. Like that's how confident and how well I see this game going. These boys are clutch right now, and they're going to show it all tomorrow. They're going to lay it all out on the field tomorrow.
Now, shout out to Joey. He says younger fans don't realize this is the golden era of Eagles football. We've never had it this good before, and I really feel like you look at Andy Reid and what he's been through with his off the field stuff with his family, to like, you know, the Eagles going through, you know, what they did, you know, in the 2000s. All that stuff had to happen for him to get here. Like that's called self-awareness. Like you start understanding where your weaknesses are, when you're good at, when you're good at, you're bad at, when you're good at. I think the same thing happened to Howie in this organization. They knew where they were weak at. If they weren't great at drafting wide receivers, let's get AJ Brown. Let's draft a wide receiver from the SEC. You can't miss there. And then again, they built this on the backs of the trenches, man. The trenches has been fantastic. Shout out to Gordon. He says, Fourth and John podcast on the way down to London to watch the Super Bowl. Nothing better. Shout out to you, Gordon. Yeah, I believe you guys were at the tailgate, man. I remember y'all.
They were.
Yep,
Gordon was at the tailgate. Yep.
He liked my scarf. He brought it up multiple times. Americans don't wear scarves. I was like, okay.
We do wear scarves, man.
That's what I said.
We do wear scarves.
Exactly what I said.
Tim definitely wears scarves.
I like my scarf. But to Mark Cole's point, I do agree. He brought up the point about you guys have talked about it in the past. There's certain things that they need to adjust, and it's interviews while the postseason's still happening, and that needs to be changed, because the fact that that's able to be made a topic or to be able to pull somebody's focus against the team that's going for the Super Bowl, that's ridiculous. It should be, if your team's in, not even request. The coaches should not be allowed to interview.
Yeah.
Now, Jason says, gotta press them little ass wide receivers they got to beat them up at the line. Yeah, I think, you know, hopefully their game plan is, you know, I remember when Fangio was asked, like, can your DBs go up and press? And, you know, they had I wonder what that game plan is looking like. Because, you know, Hollywood Brown, I believe is on his way, is back in the mix. And then I'm blanking on his name.
Juju?
They're
Xavier Worthy?
Yeah, Xavier Worthy. Those guys
Really?
they got juice. It's just weird that they haven't really been vertical with this offense.
Well, the reason why is because I think
Line.
he's starting to actually learn the playbook, but they put him in motion a lot. He's always in motion. I was watching some of the film on him. They put him in motion a lot, and then they like to, 12 personnel, 13 personnel. That's like their go-to. They like the 2 tight end sets. They like to set a lot of picks. So they use Travis Kelce as more as the decoy. And then underneath, boom, it's either Worthy or Noah Gray slipping underneath. They also got another guy coming off injury with Hollywood Brown. I haven't really seen him play this year. I don't know how that's going to go, but he's gonna be a little rusty, but if you go back to that Super Bowl in 22, a lot of it had to do with the Eagles making mistakes. We lost that Super Bowl because of mistakes. Those are the things that we need to make sure that we do not do. And I think this team is different this year to make mistakes.
Special teams also got to be huge. We know that that punt return.
Exactly.
That's why it's one of those moments where we just, we know they got this guy, Nico Ramaggio. He had a 63-yard kick return in the divisional round against the Texans that set up an opening drive field goal. He had a 41-yard punt return in the AFC Championship game against the Bills that set up a Chiefs TD. You see the guys back there, and Sidney Brown's role I've had ever since he got into this. You know, I was like, he becomes a role player for the Eagles. It makes his mark on special teams, and that's where, you know, and then he makes a role on this defense. And him and Keely Ringo, I think that they have a, you know, no role on this team is small.
Oh,
Trotter Jr. as well. Got him.
Come on, man. Stay focused.
Trotter Jr. on special teams has been huge too. Like there's key guys that are on our special teams unit that are making plays consistently, and they know their role, and it's just everybody is filling a spot. I love it. I can't wait for tomorrow. I'm losing my shit.
Helena says, I am super confident. People say I'm cocky. I said, nah, I just know this team effing got it. Okay. Shout out to Adrian. He says, we have the better roster easily, so it's obvious to be confident. See, there he dumbed it down for everyone.
Pretty much, man. Pretty much.
Now HB says Jalen versus Creed will be the biggest battle of the game. And Trey Smith, I think internally, like, you know, Creed is PFS has ranked their number 1 center. Trey Smith is ranked their number 14th right guard. I think we will be moving Jalen Carter a little bit around, and if we can get him on Caliendo. Mike Caliendo, their left guard, talks about, he's like, there's no one better than Chris Jones to get you ready to play against Jalen Carter. And he has a good point, because we talk about our cornerbacks making their mark against AJ Brown in practice. They, you know, like if you go against AJ Brown and, you know, the Slim Reaper, you're obviously going to get a little better. But I think, you know, I think he is the weakest link. And
guess who's in the comments?
I see him in the comments, man. Come on, my bro's in the comments.
Yeah. Shout out, bro.
Yeah, our weakest link here, Mike
Joe
Caliendo.
Tooney.
And then Joe Tooney can look at his own eyebrows.
Bro, he can look at a barrel of a gun. Look how close his eyes are, bro.
He's not going to be able to see Nolan Smith.
I'm trying to tell you, his dad dropped him.
You guys are all going to football hell.
Yeah, you don't got to make fun of his looks, man. This ain't. Be nice,
man. It's football. Ain't no crowd in football.
This guy.
It's football. Worry about it.
This guy.
Scared to know what he looks like when he cries.
Yeah, Juwan Taylor, I think he, like you said earlier, I mean, he's a guy that he's been a little bit of undisciplined with flags and whatnot. I think he will get flagged at some point in the game. But
pigeon. I like that, pigeon.
So I'm feeling.
Who do you guys feel is going to get the heavier workload for the Chiefs, Pacheco or Hunt? I know Pacheco, they were saying he hasn't been healthy, hasn't been 100%.
Yeah, Pacheco's been banged up.
You think Hunt can stay consistent the entire game?
Yeah, you got Hunt, and you got Hunt, and then you got what's the other bull, the running back? Oh my goodness, big runner. He's kind of chunky cat.
Not from LSU. You're not talking Hilaire, right?
Oh man, I can't think
Now
of
you're
his
talking
name.
about the Arkansas running back.
Okay, yeah.
P. Ryan.
Yeah.
Najee P. Ryan.
He comes up big with him. For some reason, he is really like catching running back all of a sudden. He's catching.
He did that in Cincy too, though. He did that a lot in Cincy. He was out of the backfield a lot.
Man, I don't remember him doing that in college, though. I don't remember that at all. He was like the little bowling ball.
Yeah, he played with the Washington Commanders for a little bit.
Yeah.
Heather G, who says she's on her way down to New Orleans as we speak. Hey, you might. Hey, if you get to NOLA by the end of the show, I feel like you should go live and give some vibes.
Facts.
I can send you a link. Anyone, I can send you a link. If you need to give us your 2-minute drill, tell us how you're feeling. I will send you a link. Okay.
There's a lot of people down there sending me pictures and stuff, and it's been pretty cool. A little bit of FOMO, but I'm excited to watch the game here. But it's been pretty cool seeing all the players walking around and just hanging out. Like it looks like it's a good vibe down there.
Oh, did you see what they said to AJ Brown?
What?
he was hanging out. I guess he was like sitting down or reading a book outside of the hotel. And some Eagle fans walked by and seen him. And they were like, "Hey, AJ, lock in." And he was like, "Say less." I was like, "What?" He's like, he was talking about on the podium. He was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, we got to bring this one back for the fans because they feel what we feel, and they're what depending on a win or a loss will determine of how they feel for the week. I was like, bro, this is a Super Bowl. This is gonna determine how we feel for the rest of the off season.
Yeah, us fans have been getting mad love in New Orleans this past week. They had like a questionnaire where would you rather be a Eagles fan at a Kansas City Chiefs game, or would you rather be a Kansas City Chiefs fan at an Eagles game? And everybody pretty much 90% of them were picking being an Eagles fan. And then just hearing some of their comments, I think it was at the Pro Bowl or some of the players that are there for the week. We're just talking about how rowdy, how so into the season or into this team we are. How much love we give this team, how much we go all out for this team. And it was like a proud moment right there. Like, yeah, y'all know what we about, and and we give it to y'all when we go to your city. Like we
do.
It is always our goal to take over wherever we go. And
we want to leave. We want to leave a memorable moment of a mark of us.
I always do.
I remember the TSA workers like, I can't wait till y'all leave our city.
Yeah,
I am tired of y'all. You need to go.
I had the guy checking. I was checking in my bags. Though he was so mad at me. So I give him my ID. You got to check your bag in. You got to show your ID to say whatever for the flight. And so he checks my bag, my wife's bag, and my daughter's bag. And I give him my license, and the license is an Arizona license. He's like, "So how's this work? How are you a Eagles fan? You live in Arizona?" And I was like, "Because I'm from South Jersey." Like what are you talking about? Oh, well, what's your daughter? I said, my daughter's an Eagles fan. She's going to follow her father. Like, you know what I mean? Like, get the hell up out of here. Oh, I think she should be a Saints fan. I said, why the hell would she want to be a Saints fan? I was like, y'all, terrible. I said, when's the last time I even made an NFC championship, a playoff? Oh, man, he got mad. He's like, I can't wait till y'all leave. I play football. I was like, your little ass play football? All right, cool. All right, word.
Nola was fun because even when we were walking through the airport, we had like a crowd of TSA workers that were like either on their break or getting ready for their shift or something. And I got it. I got it from all of them. It was like about 14 of them just like sitting there lined up, like keep it moving. I was like, damn, y'all hella mad. Like, just keep it moving. I'm like, it was a great time. And that's what I love to do. Like, I also remember going to Dallas. By the time we got off the plane, they were ready to put us back on the plane just to go home. Like they ain't even want to give us the opportunity. Bro, I'm catching your comment here, man. I love you and all, but you sounded like you contradicting yourself over there. That little lineup you giving us right here, it was like the same lineup you were giving us about your Cowboys. You know what I mean? I don't see it with CeeDee Lamb, Prescott, and come on, stop. Come on.
You know what else Will doesn't see? Is Cowboys in the playoffs.
Oh, he's just like
his VHS tape.
He's just like his boy Jerry Jones. What has Jerry Jones said? I'm shocked we're not in the Super Bowl.
Now Adrian says he said, "Will, now run down our roster. Not even close. Ours is way better." Yeah, like, come on, man. Like, if you're not you just gotta be a football fan. What Saquon has done this season has been phenomenal. You ain't never seen nobody reverse hurdle anybody.
Listen.
Make it look easy.
The secret is out deep down inside. My brother is rooting for his big brother deep down inside.
That's kind of like, is that I hope it's not like a Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce type thing.
I think it is.
I mean, it's only a one way though.
But he's got to be rooting for it's
only one way. I mean, he'll root for me because you know what I mean. He's he's had the opportunity to go to NFC Championship games and see what it's like to see confetti up in the air and stuff like that. Because he ain't never get to see that moment with his accent. So I'm still trying to wheel him in, man. You know
maybe
what I mean?
maybe he flips.
I told you I was giving out applications all week at work, bro. Like
Love that.
I still have his application too.
Little bro, come on,
Hey,
little bro.
hey,
Go
just
ahead,
a
go ahead.
reminder from
Come on,
Brianna.
bro.
It's just not a team; it's a lifestyle over here. Will.
That is facts.
It's a lifestyle. It's not like
It's a
you
lifestyle.
put on your little costume. No, we wear this. This like people are like, yo, this is year round. This doesn't stop. Like I remember I wore like some regular stuff the other day. A couple friends of mine are like, yo, man, it's the first time I've seen you wear regular stuff in like a year.
Right. Bro,
Like,
I was on Nike. Yeah, I was on Nike and I got these. I got these for $60. I got these for $60. I said, you know what?
That's clean. I bought those
Go,
too.
go Birds.
I ordered them too. That's hilarious.
It's a lifestyle, bro. It's a
Oh,
lifestyle. You're born into this, B. Like it ain't no faking to the fall to this joint, man. Come on, son. Like that's just what we do, B.
That's
what
y'all
we
do.
It's my second pair. I was like, yeah, it's
Is
a
that
problem.
4 for 4? Every one of us has it. That's
Hey,
great.
but hey, the price right now
It's a
is 30.
price.
If you know how crazy I am, the price is 34% off. Not that
I got mine for $58. I said,
because you're elite. How come you didn't tell me, bro? How come I get no?
nah, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. No, don't want to hear that.
I got it from Prime. I
You
didn't
ain't
hear
send,
it.
No,
you ain't send me the link.
no. Because he knows damn well when it came to that hat, you know damn well you should have called me. Don't give me that. When I see you, I'm gonna bear hug the shit out you because I might steal that hat.
That thing is nice though.
That joint is nice. I'm gonna bear hug the shit out you when I see you.
Yeah, I'm feeling the pinstripes.
The pinstripe is
eventually
fire.
Eventually get it out of him.
Well, maybe I might tell you where I bought it from.
I know you will.
That's messed up, son. Like I'm your what, bro? We brothers.
I ain't
What
getting
you
no
talking
gold,
about?
I ain't getting no. Right, come on, man. You know, I got love for y'all. But yeah, if you really want it, should I let people know before they buy it out, or should I just tell you off air?
Oh, chill.
Chill.
Sorry, guys. Chill.
Now, resident Eagles
How's
hater,
that?
Mr. Concepcion, we're gonna start calling you Billy. Billy.
Billy.
Billy.
Man,
Billy.
Y'all done set it off now.
Barkley's going to do some things, but football. Andy's going to make you guys have to beat them in another way. I mean, how other Barkley? It's like Debo. Debo gets what he wants, not Debo Samuel, the Debo from Friday. He gets what he wants. Like he's going to get his. What game in Harley? What game this year has he not got his? We're talking about the top rushing defenses in the NFL. Saquon's going to get his.
Yeah. He's gonna go. He's gonna run on the field talking about that's my bike, punk. You want some? No.
Jeff says, my wife gets on me all the time. Can you wear something other than Eagle stuff? Come on, man. This is the year for the season, man. I love my favorite thing is from Texas, from all you guys in chat. Some of you guys that I talk to just buying your Eagle gear. I got a text from Mark Bird. He said he finally got his Super Bowl jersey.
Shout out
in time. Is anybody else waiting on their Super Bowl merch? Or
I am. Yeah, I'm waiting on a Super Bowl jersey for my daughter. She was really upset that she's not going to be able to get it, but I cannot wear it. I can't wear nothing Super Bowl until after we win it. I can't. That's just like something that I play for my. I have to do for myself, but I mean, I'm pretty sure we already showed y'all the hats, though. We got the hats.
Yeah.
We got the patch. This ain't going on to the head top. This ain't going on to the head top until after we win.
Yeah, but did you wear Zach Ertz Super Bowl jersey? After
don't
we
have
beat
Zach
the
Ertz.
Commanders?
No, that was just a
Ooh.
regular. It was a
T-shirt?
it was a shirt. It was a jersey shirt.
If that's your thing, I respect that.
I'm wearing
The
mine.
main thing.
I wore
Yeah.
mine. I mean, I wore my Super Bowl.
Yeah,
hat,
I
Super Bowl
don't
jersey.
have no problem. I wore it in 17. I made sure I had a Super Bowl jersey 17. I made sure I had one in 23, and I damn well made sure I had one for tomorrow. I got my hats. The gear's been sitting out here for a whole week now, ironed and everything, ready to go.
I thought about this.
Shoes-
one.
Shoes are
Prime got
clean.
his outfit ready.
I'm rocking. I'm sticking with my AIs. The AIs have been wonder this year, so I'm not changing the flow. I'm keeping my camouflage pants because we still hunting, so I'm not changing that. Yeah, man, nothing's changing on my end.
You wearing the
Keep
duck
it going.
boots? You wearing the duck boots to JJ's?
I don't have no. I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna wear the duck boots when we chill down Broad Street later on that night. That's for damn sure. But no, I'm gonna do. Yeah, they're gonna be in the truck. They're gonna be in the truck.
I ain't gonna lie. So I do got my outfit already. So I'm wearing a Saquon jersey, Nike Protect pants with my Kobe Proto Eagles girl dad.
Damn, I ain't know we were breaking it down with every.
Yeah. Oh no. Hey.
Fleece.
When it comes to
No free shout-outs.
shoes, when it comes to the
Goddamn
shoes,
guy
come on now.
he gets one alert. I got him, and now he wants to go ahead and start breaking down all details and shit.
Hey, listen, I'm so happy that I got them Jordan 5s. I've been
Okay,
waiting.
well, you know what? Look, you know what I mean? I got the AI Reeboks throwbacks, you know what I mean? Look, all right. Devontae rocking these bad boys during the game, you know what I mean? I do a little ego. Look, I even covered the 3 with the ego. Look like, yeah.
Oh,
Customized.
okay.
Oh, look, flex.
Yeah, customized. Okay,
flex.
that's right. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's go.
Gail, can we talk about that, bro? Can we talk about that? Is that a lawsuit?
What?
I ain't trying to snitch.
That he's
But
wearing Reebok?
No. I think those were customs because there was a Nike swoosh on the back of it.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
He's doing the Daryl Dawkins. Not Daryl Dawkins.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah. But Mark says Gail on a first name basis with all employees at Rally House.
Facts.
I told Gail I was going the one time to go talk. He said, "Look for so and so." I was like, "Excuse me, aren't you in Delaware? I'm in Exton." And he's like, "Oh no, it's cool. Ask for
I got
so
a
and
guy over
so."
there. No, I mean, bro, we meet a lot of people just that come to tailgates and just Eagle fans or like the managers at the pro shop. But this is how you like people like, yo, how you get the shirt on that the players already got on. Well, how you think, bro?
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Brandon.
We talk to everyone, and we're out here in the streets. We're not just we are out here in the streets.
I ain't gonna lie though, Gail did a major flex on me this morning, bro. Major flex. I said, why? Because he had this Bill Belichick Philadelphia Eagles sweater on. I said, take that shit off, B. He said, oh, I didn't want to wear this one. Because I'm gonna get coffee on it. I said, well, you can't drink. And he goes, oh, well, no, really, I got 2 of these.
Yep.
Really?
Prime, you
really?
Prime, you
I
really?
remember that. I remember that.
Oh, take your Bill Belichick ass out of here with that, man.
No, you talk. This is the Gail Saunders. I don't need no Bill Belichick.
No.
I was rocking the cut off sleeves since '93, bitch. Okay.
We got Chiefs. We got a Chiefs fan up in here. Chiefs fan up there.
Adrian
Gotta
says,
go,
I'm
Lanes.
from Hunting Park. She said, Adrian says, I'm from Huntington Park, but now reside in Chicago. Bears fans are pulling for us also. And walking around my Eagles gears, I get more Go Birds than you would think. We are everywhere this year.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the Chiefs comment you're talking about?
We got 2 of them. Yeah.
Chiefs Dynasty easy. He said easy 3P. Easy bang bang Jordan 3.
Whoa.
No competition whatsoever. He said
I like it.
This is the sound of a screenshot.
Yep, screenshot.
I hope you come back.
Screenshot.
You better come back.
We got one more. We got one more in the bottom. One more in the bottom.
Yep,
that's,
one more.
that's being cocky. I don't mind you being confident in your team, but saying no competition, tell me you don't watch football without telling me you don't watch football.
Hey, listen, man. That's why
Yeah,
I
let
love. That's why I love the power of screenshot.
Mark Bruce says that jersey's fire, Prime. Also,
you,
Prime, Wealthy Mind said Prime that joint is fire. Yeah, dude. I mean, everybody is looking for a particular jersey.
But like it's funny that what was that? I want to say this past season we've been on here. We've been talking about like being an Eagles fan. For one, our color is super hard to match. Okay, I just want to put that out there. It's super hard to match. Two, this is the way you wake up with it. This is you gotta coordinate. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta coordinate with it, baby. You know what I'm saying? You stay ready. When you don't have to get ready when you stay ready, baby. Come on.
I have a full jar of paint, custom mixed for any custom, ready to go. If they don't have your color, you make it. Okay. This guy, gotta go lames.
What a cornball! You a cornball, son.
Hey,
Nah, you a cornball, son. Gotta go lanes.
Check you later.
Oh man.
Let you go crash out somewhere, buddy. Shout out to Judy. She says I got her Saquon jersey. She said I got my Saquon jersey the other day. I'm ready. Judy's all the way from Utah. I saw her comment in the chat. But that's great, man. Everyone's ready for the screenshots. Everybody's energy is high right now.
I was impressed with the matchup shirts because usually the matchup shirts that they have at the pro shop are kind of corny, but the Battle at the Bayou shirt, I like that. I got that for my oldest son. They had some solid ones. It was a good mix.
But people are out here. They got to do what they got to do, man. They gotta make themselves feel better, and that's okay. But something that'll make you feel better is shout out to Underdog Fantasy. I use promo code John to get up to $1,000 of bonus cash and a free pick. Do it now. Do it now, man. Underdog Fantasy, the best app for your big game party, is actually on your phone. It's called Underdog. Underdog is the best place to cash in on all your takes during the big game. Which players are going off? Which ones are ice cold? Make your entries in just a few taps. With this pod, we usually like to give a couple entries. It's only a day before the game. Who's higher or lower. Obviously, the easiest one is Saquon Barkley, higher, lower, 100 yards. Obviously, higher than 100 yards. I'm going to say Jalen Hurts, 200 yards passing. I'm going to go higher. Anyone else have any entries they want to add to the mix?
Yeah, so I got an entry. Jalen Hurts over 25 yards of rushing and 2-time anytime scores for Jalen. And A.J. Brown over 50 yards.
I had Dallas Goedert over 50 yards.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I like Saquon and Jalen anytime touchdown. I'm still sticking with it. I think Calcaterra over 3 receptions.
Hey,
Wow, I love it.
What about defense? What you got on defense?
I'm gonna say 2 sacks. I'm gonna say 2 sacks from Jalen Carter, and 1 sack guaranteed for Nolan Smith.
Bro, you bet, man. I'm matter of fact, I'm gonna use it then. I'm gonna use it because they got him. I think it's 0.5.
Who?
So a half a sack.
Who?
Carter. They only got him down for a half a sack. I'm
I think he's gonna have a super Saiyan moment where he's just he's just gonna, he's just gonna take 2 offensive linemen.
My favorite.
But now I got our guy Roll the Dice Man, aka Nolan Smith, for his sack, and my son is going to get a fumble recovery takeover. He's going to get a takeover.
I like those, man. But with the go ahead.
I'm sorry, I got both your sons. I got both your sons getting the pick. Right. I got both your sons getting the pick.
No pun intended. But with underdogs, with their picking game, you can win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher and lower on player stats. So make sure you listen to our entries. make yourself some wins. That's all we ask, man. That's all we ask for. Make sure you download the app, sign up for the promo code John, and deposit now to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly. That's promo code John. You must be 18 years or older, 19 years older in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 years or older in Colorado for some games, 21 years or older in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Void in Colorado. Concern when you play. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY or call Arizona Tim to get the new Jordan 6s for free.
Jordan
Got
5s.
Jordan
5s. Got him. Thank you.
Got
Thank
him.
you, Primo. And that, hey, can we get a round of applause for Gail? Oh, that boy good. Every time he reading that boy good.
That's a good ad read.
That boy good.
Hey, don't make my head big or I'll have to put on my new hat.
That look like.
See,
that
man,
look
we
like-
give you
that look like
one
you're getting
compliment.
tight on-
Here you
That look
go.
like you're getting tight on you too.
Yeah, man.
What size is that?
Last 5 minutes.
What size is that?
Oh, didn't you get that nice little corduroy, Jordan?
He did, you know.
Steph-
What I mean, and I came across that joint yesterday, and I got it hanging up by itself. That
Can you
thing
see
is
it?
What
sweet.
joint?
Can I see it?
Yeah. He hooked me up with a nice little corduroy
shit.
joint.
Shout out to our homies at the tailgate. They have a vintage shop. They do vintage, but they dropped it off the corduroy Jones, and that goes.
See the corduroy lining?
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
the hat
yeah.
Hat is
That's-
beautiful. That's a beautiful hat.
Chef
little-
kiss right
nice
there. Jeez, is that a pin?
That's a
A
pin.
pin. Chef kiss. Chef kiss.
Oof. Ooh wee.
Yeah, man.
Yo, Helene with her coupe. She that's her man. That's her man.
Well, her son looks like Coop.
Yeah, her son
Oh,
definitely looks
her son does look like coupe. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man. Shout out to Robert. He says, I can't wait to add another year to my Super Bowl tattoo. In
Rob,
Venice."
that makes two of us, Rob. That makes two.
Hey,
of us.
I already got my tat. Picked out. I just gotta, get the appointment and I'm straight. Boom.
Yeah, man.
No tats, no piercings.
It's nice to start off the 4th of July day with coffee. I'm all jacked up. You guys got any plans for the rest of the day that we should know about? I know Tim. We talked about Wheelhouse Cards is doing a kids pep rally. So if you guys want to go out there and show them some support, I believe that's from 3 o'clock to 4:30.
3 to
3 to
4:30.
4:30, yeah.
Their Wayne location.
I might have to roll out there just to say what's up, just see what's going on.
Yeah, just gonna do some grocery shopping and get ready for this party tomorrow. I'm having a party with my boy. Shout out to Justin, Jay Tuck, having a party out in Scottsdale. Yeah, man, it's gonna be fun, bro. All my boys, that are Eagle fans, they all gonna be there. Don't drink and drive. So yeah, got a place to stay. So yes, sir.
Helena says she's going shopping. Got to keep my mind off. What about you, Primo? You do anything special?
I don't
today?
know. I'm trying to find something. Honestly, yeah, I wanted to go grab something I did have in mind to do. Wanted to go grab some little small eagle balloons and go say hi to my pops, my sister, and my aunt at their burial sites. Wish
Okay.
yeah, say hello. Get let them know about tomorrow. Have my little conversations with them. Yeah, it's just something I normally do.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Caesar says he placed a bet last year for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. Can't wait to cash in. Look
Wow.
at this.
That's what's
Same
up.
here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Same here.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm talking about.
I lost
You got a
the
future?
MVP though. I lost the MVP, man. I thought it was gonna be a little more.
Brianna says I'm prepping for tomorrow, prepping food, decorating, and vibing.
Nice. Bree always bringing the vibe. She's always bringing.
Hell yeah.
To Bree.
I was trying to think of something doing something random. Like it's funny because Amanda's like, people are just asking like, "Oh, what do you guys want to do?" like her family, and she's like, "Well, Gail's just mentally prepping for Sunday, so I don't know where he's." She's in the other room. She's like on the phone, saying, "I don't know where he's at." Sometimes I just got to let him do his thing, and then like my brother was like, "Oh, the bird feeder fell down," and he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna ask him once this whole Super Bowl thing's over, just so he, because he can't focus." I'm like. She knows me very well.
She knows.
She knows. They know.
But before we get out of here, I want to just shout out everyone who's been holding us down, man. Obviously, you guys in the comments, you guys have been spectacular. You guys showing up to tailgates, showing up to trips. Shout out to Philly Sports Trips. You've been on trips with us. You've been to games. You've been at 4th and John tailgates. But speaking of tailgates, Bud Light, man, you guys have been holding us down for the last 7 years. Shout out to the Bud Light for giving us the giveaways on Sunday. Spectacular Eagles Super Bowl shirts. I got to see their warehouse. I think it was like the size of 4 football fields.
On the middle of nowhere?
In the middle of nowhere in Hatfield. But shout out to Red Bull giving the tailgate wings, and Savelli's Pizza for giving Evan Hollywood Hearn the wings to make his cheesesteaks. $16.75 for the booze, and giving us the Great Spirits honorary tailgate captain, Concha Hawk and Italian Bakery. Always love you guys. DJ Lowski, who will be performing at the party at JJ Bootleggers. Make sure you get your tickets at jjbootleggers.com, and tell Lowski how great he looks in this promo. Anyone else I forgot? Shout out to Alex Smoking Sun, who was on Fox 5 in New York City yesterday, looking like a complete legend. The legend Smoking and Sun. If you want to get that pulled pork,
Jesse Wines, always whining.
Jesse _Wines, who's always whining. Shout out to him. Well, I mean, he just Mike Vick just used his graphic on his social media page, so
super dope.
Jesse _Wines is definitely winning. And then shout out to Crafty John. Make sure you go to craftyjohn.com. His chains, you've been seeing them everywhere. The Dallas Sucks chain that is on Nady, which was on the Rocky statue, which has been on multiple players, on Kelsey, Sidney Brown, Brandon Graham. He's got a chain in the works that could be fire. Not could be fire, is fire. So he's got some things in the works, giving away some giveaways at the party as well. So make sure you be on the lookout. And with that said, do we have any say it with your chest? It's been a couple days since you had to say it with your chest.
Nah, the only say with my chest that I got for today is my man, the chief, whatever you were, screenshots. They're our favorites. Make sure you come back next week with that energy. All right. That's my only problem that I got with certain people like yourself. Like to talk the talk, but can't walk the walk. All right. Haven't seen no Green Bay fans come back. Haven't seen no Commander fans come back. You know what I mean? So hopefully you come back. We'll see what happens.
But HB had a question. Which match are you going?
Actually, I have it put to the side. It is. Let me go grab it.
This guy got a whole damn.
Told you, man. I got everything lined up.
It's like it's like the Bat Cave down there, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's ready to go. Lit up.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah, very
Graphics is good. See the prime. All right.
Don't forget this time.
City. That's where we're going to be at.
I put on for my city.
Hey,
yo,
ready to go, man.
Super dope. Shout out to Gilly, bro. Did you see that he shipped down his
He's wild like that. Yeah.
Shout out.
Not only to Gilly, shout out to my man from Taylor's Trucking Company. You guys remember the big ass eagle wing black truck that's always green lit up that I had the privilege to take a picture in front of like about 3-4 years ago with my prime mask. He took a trip down to New Orleans. He showed up on not Bourbon Street, the main street yesterday. It was just like, that's what I'm talking about. Like just everybody out there, man. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
This is the
Oh,
graphic.
the
Yeah.
Graphic.
Yeah.
Nick.
I don't want to get us flagged, but this
Killed it.
graphic is sick. It's on our
This shit is
social media
dope, bro.
page. It's even got the little Gilly thing, Gilly
Yeah.
dance in there. There's a lot of Easter eggs in there, so go check out all the little details. Nick is a phenomenal artist. Go to nickjohnson.art on Instagram.
I looked at that like 5 times and found something
Yeah,
new
me
every
too.
time.
Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah.
He was like, "What else should we put in here?" That I'm like,
Bro,
if you look at the top, I was like, "Bro, you gotta put the full statue in there," and then Holmes put the little statue in the back. So
Yeah, bro, I probably that probably has so many views because I viewed it probably at least 1,000 times. Like I'm like, yo, what is this?
Yo, have y'all caught a glimpse of the Nick Foles Tom Brady commercial?
no, I have not.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all wait to see it tomorrow.
Okay,
But
all right.
they got a commercial together. They
okay.
got a commercial together, and it was good. It was good.
All right, so get it off my chest. I basically just want to talk about, we're about to go on a battle for the biggest game tomorrow. What is like the greatest memory of Eagles flashback for you in the Super Bowl, or a favorite time of a Super Bowl? It doesn't even necessarily be the Eagles. It'd be a commercial or a time where you're with your friends and it reminds you of something. What was that, Gail, for you?
Nah, I mean during the game, Super Bowl wise,
Mm-hmm.
I mean the BG strip sack was fantastic. I mean, like I do remember the year we lost to the Patriots the first time. I mean, that was just a cool experience. Just like, my mom was alive at the time. My eldest brother was with us, and my dad, and it was just like a whole family affair. Like it's always been with our family, but just that BG strip sack, man, I was balling. As soon as he, I was like, I just knew it was over. Like I didn't that wait was over after that.
Well, you, Primo.
Winning it, bro. When we won, it was just ecstatic. I mean, I bawled my eyes out, bro. I bawled my eyes out, and I still watch some of the video. Like my dad was there. What I mean?
Yeah.
My dad was there watching the game. Now see, look now I got tears coming out. But my dad was there. He was there watching the game with me, man. And my brother was there. My family was there. They know how much, how dedicated I am with this team. And just that moment, my daughter being born, sitting on the floor, seeing all this excitement going on, picking up my wife in the air. Like, yeah, it was best moment of my life. Best moment of my life, man. Yeah. So, that was it for me.
Tim.
The 3 to 5 seconds after that ball dropped on Tom Brady's pass, I could still see the entire room of the people I was with looking for flags when we won. When they came up, I could see the entire room. Everybody looking at each other. I could see everybody sitting. I could see everything, and everybody's just going. And then the realization hit that it was over. We won.
Yeah.
But I could still. That room is locked in my brain. It will be forever.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's probably the same. I was with my pops, and my family, and watching that ball drop, and looking at each other like, "Does this happen? Does this just happen?" And then also to go back into my childhood, Michael Jackson performance, super dope. And then the best commercials to me that came out in 1995 was the Bud Light. Shout out to Bud Light. What's that?
They said that for like a year after that.
Yeah, man, and like everybody was doing that for like 95 to 96, probably 97. Shoot, I mean, like it was so fun, man. So those are the memories.
I used to love the Bud Bowls, man. The Bud Bowls.
Oh yeah, the Bud Bowls. Pepsi versus Coke. And they used to go to the diner and they start throwing it down. That was another one. Like, that's what I'm saying. So the reason why I'm asking you guys this, because remember this, man. We've all lost somebody this past year. And so please don't look past your family or what you got going, man. Take it, embrace the moment what you got right now with your loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the times you never know. Might be your last one. So
I mean,
hug your loved ones, man. Where's ball, yo?
Bright Guy says Super Bowl 52 with my mom and watching the Birds win the first. Never forget. Yeah, I mean, it was just a great moment. Rihanna said I watched the Super Bowl with my friend who's a big Patriots and Tom Brady fan. He was so devastated, and all I could do when we won was jump on him and hug him. He was not happy. We got a big amen from Still Here.
That's what's up.
Here's I found a video. You know, I got a whole bunch of videos from the first Super Bowl win, but I just found this yesterday. This is Evan Hollywood Hearn after we lost him after probably we walked one block. Evan got hit in the head with a ladder and had to get stitches in his eyes. I was gashed. We had found him 3 hours later on Broad Street. And this is what he was doing.
I need to find my people, and this is the first time I'm seeing that. It's pretty ugly.
This is the first time.
I don't got any pop. My man's out. Super Bowl champion.
Was that Trucks?
Yep.
That's
Bro, look at Gail's gold tee. That joint was black.
That's what's up. Yeah,
That's what's up, bro. Hey.
That was a great, bro. I mean, it was a great moment. And obviously with this podcast, we do a lot of envisioning, a lot of visualizing. A lot of this stuff has all come true. I'm just saying, we got one more day. But before I want to get your do you have a say with your chest, Tim? Or Tim's?
Yeah, I mean, the Fourth and John family that has come together and has had fun at the tailgates all year and envisioned this happening. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be down JJ's with you guys. A little bit of FOMO, but you guys have a ball. You guys have fun. I'm going to be with the fam, but at the same time, it feels like wherever we're watching, whoever we're with, it's just going to be memories that are going to build forever. So I'm kind of jumping on Kincaid's point. So I'll FaceTime. I'll say what's up. And then
you'll be here, yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
I mean, y'all be holding me down. Y'all hold me down every
bro.
week, bro. Y'all hold me down every week at the tailgates. You know what I mean? So
we're going. Hey, man, listen, get the FaceTimes ready because they coming.
Yep.
They coming.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to do my best to get content after and before the game. It's just a lot to think about. I normally I'm doing a lot of. We're all doing tailgate prepping and stuff like this. It's weird. It's a Saturday. We ain't got nothing to do, but just think about this game. So I
can't wait to go live on Monday. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it'll be a wild thing. I know Brianna said you talk about that hype speech. I mean, if you're gonna do your last word today, your last word is going to be the last word to the football team before they get on the field and do what they need to do. If it's the last word, we'll start with you, Mr. Armstrong. Say with your chest and your last word and tell them what you're feeling.
The biggest thing for me is that you take the game one play at a time. You don't get ahead of yourself. You don't look behind. You focus on what's in front of you. You play exactly in the moment and you do everything you can. Short memory. You move on if something poor happens. Focus on making sure you stay together as a team. And as fans, do not get down on mistakes. Do not get down on your team. Do not put that energy into the universe. Make sure that you are screaming as loud as you can wherever you're at, whoever you're with, to make sure that they can hear you in the universe. This is our Super Bowl. It's ours to lose, and we're not going to as long as we support our team and we give 110%. All I have to say is go Birds.
Mr. Kincaid.
I gotta mute myself. This goes by, one of those things where you've been hearing the whole team saying it. I ain't even got to do a rah-rah speech on this one. I can just basically repeat the words from Nick Sirianni, and the list goes on. You surround yourself. You can't be the greatness around the greatness of others. And when they say that and they keep it that way, man, they keep it simple. I just love the way that this team is coming together, feeling it, ready to seize the moment, and they're staying ready, laser focused, locked in. We need this one, guys, fellas. We need this one. I cannot go through another heartbreak like we did in 2022. So the feeling that I have right now and everything that's happened this past year, we climbed this mountain and we can't let go now. We gotta climb them. We gotta climb this mountain and we gotta stick that flag on top of it and tell everybody that we are the best team in the world in the National Football League, man. So believe in each other. Believe in your brothers. Do what you got to do. But all we need to do is we got to win this football game. Go Birds.
From week one, we were being doubted. Jalen was not that quarterback anymore. We signed Saquon. He's going to end up getting hurt because that's what he's known for. We ain't going to do shit. And all they would talk about is Cowboys, 49ers, Kansas City Chiefs. They never gave us they never gave you guys, the credit that you guys put together and should be way past your dues. We had a slight hiccup. You guys regrouped, and became better off of it. You went on a 10-game, 11-game winning streak, 10 to 11-game winning streak. And then you had oh shit game. We all did, the fan base, the team. And you overcame that. You guys grew even stronger. You go into this playoffs and you're unstoppable. Come tomorrow when that clock hits 0, this whole fucking league is going to know who you are. We know who you are. And what I just need you to do is give it 110% tomorrow and bring me back another fucking one of these. That's all I want. Just give me another one of these and we are fucking good, because they're going to be talking about you guys for a very long time, as they should be. Always know that. Go fucking Birds.
Man, this team, you guys know who you are. I mean, it didn't start today. It didn't start a couple weeks ago. It didn't start a couple months ago. It started about in the off season. It's talk about that bond that you guys built. The practices with each other. When nobody was watching, y'all were bonding. This connection it's been amazing to see, man. Like, if I didn't believe in this football team, I don't like flying. I fly all around this country to follow this football team because it's brought me so much joy this season. In a tough year that I've had, you guys have brought me so much joy, and it just to see you guys connect this level of Eagles football where we're at. Also, as a podcast, to follow this and be able to talk about the Eagles, you guys have made us proud. You guys know who you are, and it doesn't matter about anyone outside of the locker room. Y'all have locked in. The coaches have locked in. You guys are firing on all cylinders, and it's at one cylinder right now. Like, it's about you guys right now, and you guys are unifying the city as one. And I think everybody is so geeked out for tomorrow. We're proud of you guys. Man, I just cannot wait till tomorrow. As always, it's fly, Eagles fly, and we're going to see you guys in the next one. And that's going to be on Broad Street. We'll see you in the next one. Go fucking Birds. Let's go.
Watch your ears, boys. I got to get out right now. EAGLES! Eagles!
Yeah.